Majuba. We pay homage, it's the Ilajuba. We seek the great spirit's approval, manifesting the ancestral maneuver. As the Orishas move you, my child, let me speak to your spirit. You warriors calling a little louder, I want you to hear it. Just face it, don't fear it. Your mirror reflection, revere it. Shadow work, you will clear it. Just the seasons will change. You are called to rise. Open your eyes, realize, rearrange. It's not a game, press past through your pain. We are not mediocre nor mundane. You are great now, claim your new name. Break free from the chains. I just want you to see through and see true. See yourself as all of the mind sees you. The God in you, manifest your breakthrough. Standing tall, seeing life from a bird's eye view. While manifesting your Odu. Yeah. We keep it real, real life and reveal. It's all in me, my destiny. I will find, follow, fulfill my destiny. I will find, follow, fulfill. Majuba, we pay homage, it's the Ilajuba. We seek the great spirit's approval, manifesting the ancestral maneuver. As the Orishas move you. Just the Ilajuba.
Abara boy, this is Oluwa Fakola Day of Idin Ifa Temple. We welcome you here to our Ilajuba Ifa Temple service. We have a very valuable message for you today. As always, thank you for joining us. Those of you who are truly followers of goodness and righteousness, I want you to pray with us at this time. So let's begin with prayer. All right. Mojuba Oloro, Mojuba Leda, Mojuba Lodo Mare, Mojuba Bobo Rumale, Mojuba Male, Mojuba Boy, who can be used to Lodo Mare, Mojuba to my ancestors, Mojuba Missness, Mojuba Lucio Danes, Mojuba Darsaw, Mojuba Base Machine, Mojuba Academics, Mojuba Flip Against Rockets, Mojuba Dalia, Mojuba Zion, Mojuba Nago, Mojuba Clifford Homes, Mojuba to the Rockets, Mojuba Canada, Mojuba Katie Dali, Mojuba Skadali, Mojuba James Dollars, Mojuba the Nino Shino, one Zoom, no black, Mojuba. To all of my elders, Mojuba, Baba Robert Evans, Mojuba, Ear Captain Evans, Mojuba, Shalagbare Popola, Mojuba, Irawo Ifa, Olonla, Mojuba, Baba Lawo, Jose Rodriguez. Support us today as we pray. I call on my own Odin today. Ogunda, so ire, the creeping plant that makes the calabash grow, also makes the garden egg grow, and even the pumpkin too. It also makes keke, wool spinner, which is on the way to arrest a town. It makes that one grow. That which people used to drink when thirsty, it was used to fetch water and wash the head of the dog. It was used to fetch water and wash the head of the dog, and the dog's head came out clean and shiny. It was used to wash the head of the ram, and the ram's head came out spotless, sparkling white. These were Ifa's declarations to Orunmila when going to help mend the life of Olufe. He was advised to offer a bow, and he complied. Now, Ifa, all my household belongs to you. My home, my farm belongs to you. My wife, my children, my family, they belong to you. Ella, the pure, please show me compassion. Ifa, please be patient with me. All of my belongings, they belong to you at this moment. What we're doing, Ifa, is we are putting all of our possessions, all of our things, all of our loved ones in life under the protection of you. So, as we put everything we are worried about into the hands of Ifa. Let us put our lives into the hands of Ifa. And let us make a pact with Olodumare. Ejogbe Ifa says, it is from you that a cow has honor in the manger. It is from you that a prince has honor on top of the horse. These were Ifa's declarations to Ato methodical planning. These were Ifa's declarations to Ato methodical planning, the father of all organizations. Ifa, I know not the plan. It is that which you plan for me that I consider good and prosper and proper. Ifa, I'm putting my life in your hands. Ifa, I'm putting everything in my life in your hands, all of my problems, all of my issues, and I want you to handle it for me. Let us call on Ogundai. Meji Ifa says, Amoni Amola, Boton Lamo, Yeye, Yosun, Won Lamo, Biafo Orumila, Ifa Yorata, Bo Omore, Bigun Igemo, Boni Koshakale, Boni Shishe, Obepo Rubo, Ifarata, Bomi Bi, Polode O, Ewe Ori Ni Rata Bori, Ifarata, Bomi Bi, Polode O, Ifarata, Bomi Bi, Polode O, Badi Ba, Pamo, Arata, Bo Omore, Ifarata, Ba Omi, Ifarata, Bami Bi, Polode O, Milani Rata, Boyan Lodo, Ifarata, Bomi Bi, Polode O, Etiponla. Ni rata bole Ifarata bomi ibi polode o. Ifa says, Ogundameji, we are sure of today. We're equally sure of tomorrow. Whether in 2 days these two siblings will be favorable or not is what we were not sure of. These are Ifa's declarations to Orumila when Ifa planned to provide a protective shade for all of his children. He was advised to offer a bow. He complied. Ifa, please protect us, for there's too much evil and hatred around us. When the hen hatches its eggs, it provides protection for the chicks. Ifa, please protect us, for there's too much evil around us. A big body of water protects sand underneath. Ifa, please protect us, for there's too much evil around us. Ashe, and want to pray this prayer that one of my brothers gave me. Baba Oposuma Ipakorede, he gave me this Ewe quote, and it's so powerful. Let us all pray it together. Ifa, never let the good things that I do for others be rewarded with evil. When I have genuinely helped some other people, but they chose lies, they chose wickedness, may all those who seek to do unjust harm to me be held accountable for their actions. May Olodumare and may the God of fire reign in truth and justice, and all evil designs be destroyed. May all liars and lies be exposed. We call on you. Imakami mene amo, imakami mene ano, imakami mene adelokun. Tamole, tori ifaleni ni, ebora chimpani ni, enibana ni, tifalelejo. What is Ifa saying? We are putting ourselves into the protection of Ifa. Any individual who wants to bring us harm, mentally, physically, spiritually, or otherwise, has no domain. If they come against you, it is as if they're coming against God. Ashe, we call on Oshetra, Oshetro, Tiny are the feet of Tubu. The stock of a chameleon is not big enough to just take them. Had it been enough to just take, I would have taken it from others on my health. Easy five decorations to Aruela and going spiritual mission to Ojebini. We call locals in San Pemini. From Swatzel make it rich. We call Oshe Aruela, Good old war, Oshe Kra. I kick it in by Gisa. I stretch up against 60 cast of Bakaruna and he's Ziba. And I share from all of the mind. If no one touches you, wealthy, she'll be wealthy. I think anybody gets time, and the mouth voice I do kind of share, and the mouth of an owl. If no one touches you, have joy, she'll enjoy. I think anybody gets time, and the mouth voice I do kind of share, and the mouth no war. So, let's see. Maybe so, surely shall it be. Sure. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Gbogbo tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìgúnmọ̀lẹ̀ ó bà. Ifá ó bà o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Àṣẹ tí mo ń dúró, tí mo ń súré, tí mo ń bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí mo ń súré, tí mo ń kúnlẹ̀, tí mo ń súré, tí mo ń jókòó, tí mo ń súré, ìrètí mo sùn orí ti bọ́. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹni ọ, orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹni. Mọ́júlọ́mí fa wá mọ́rí, orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹni. Àṣẹ o, bòbò rẹ̀ jáàzú. Ifá ọba lọ́run, àti bàtà jú. Ifá ọba lọ́run, ó ṣe àrú ìlà Ifá ti bó. Olodumare and the divinities, we thank you for life, we thank you for health, we thank you for strength, we thank you for food, we thank you for everything that you have provided for us at this time. Move the negativities out of the way. Move evil people, wicked people, liars out of the way for us. Bring to us long life. Give us a good spouse. Give us good children. Give us peace of mind. Give us healing and joy. Ashe, Aboru, Aboya, Aboshishe. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us. This is Oluo Fakola Dev Idinka Ifa Temple. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. So today is going to be special, just as all of the others are extremely special. Special talks about what we're doing. All right, about Ifa. So let us get into it. So before we begin today, I want you to answer a question. And that question is, how do you know whether you are successful? What is the measuring stick? What is the barometer? Is it your money? Is it your house? Is it your wife? Is it your car? Is it your title? Is it how many people follow you? Is it whether you have your children who went to college? Is it whether you own your own property? Or is it whether you know, whether people know your name? In one comment right now, I want you to tell me with one word, what does success mean to you? Just type one word in the comment. Because today I want us to challenge something that most of us have never questioned. We spend a lot of time trying to become successful without ever stopping to ask the question, what is success? Who taught us what success means? Who gave you your definition of success? Was it America? Was it your parents? Was it your neighborhood? Was it social media? The people you went to school with, did they define success for you? Or was it the people you're trying to impress? The people you're trying to prove wrong? Because in all of that, there's a dangerous possibility. You may actually be succeeding in life while believing you are failing because you are measuring yourself with somebody else's ruler. And the opposite can also be true. You can have money, you can have a house, you can have followers, you can have titles, you can have status. Everybody can call you successful. And Ifa can still ask, but did you actually succeed? Today we're going to ask, what does Ifa call a successful life? So when we think of this, who gave you that definition? We've spent all this time um, following behind or feeling behind, thinking about how other people's lives are, looking at classmates, following behind friends, brothers, sisters, even following behind what people look like on Instagram. But before you call yourself unsuccessful, I want us to really unpack who gave us that definition. Because if your Ori gave you one assignment and you're measuring your life against somebody with another assignment, you can be perfectly on time and still feel late. You can be walking directly towards your destiny while thinking you're behind simply because somebody else arrived early. Stop measuring your destiny with someone else's ruler. Let us look at this Odu of Oturamenji. Ifa says, a versatile Babalawo is he who wakes up and uses his hands to imprint on the Oponifa. A versatile herbalist is he who wakes up and uses his hands to press against this chest of Shigidi. A versatile Orisha worshiper is he who wakes up and uses his hands to spread the white cloth here and there. These and uses his hands to spread the white cloth here and there. Excuse me. Sententisoro Alumo Kerebete, the resident Awo of Agbaniregun. He was the Awo Castifa for Orumila when coming from heaven to earth. He was advised to offer Ebo for all-encompassing Ire. He complied. I will be very wealthy on earth before I return to heaven. Alumo Kerebete, your trip will be successful and you will return. Your return will be rewarding. Alumo Kerebete, I will have a good spouse on earth before I return to heaven. Alumo Kerebete, your trip will be successful and your return will be rewarding. Alumo Kerebete, I will have many good children on earth before I return to heaven. Alumo Kerebete, your trip will be successful and your return will be rewarding. Alumo Kerebete, I will erect many houses on earth before I go back to heaven. Alumo Kerebete, your trip will be successful and your return will be rewarding. In terms of this, the story of this Ifa, Orunmila was preparing to come from Orunmila into Aye. He consulted Ifa at a place that was governed by Alomo Kerebete, also known as Sensentisoro. And this is the space where all beings choose their destiny before coming into the world. So Sententisoro Alomo Kerebete was casting Ifa for Orunmila. And Orunmila was asked to offer Ebo for all-encompassing Ire, all blessings to come to him, and he complied. Ifa says that this verse begins describing what he intends to experience before he goes back to Orun. He says, in essence, I want wealth before I go back to heaven. I want a good spouse who loves me before I return back to heaven. I want to have good children before I return back to heaven. I will establish a house before I return back to heaven. I will experience all the good things in life before I go back home. And after every declaration comes this powerful response, and that is, your trip will be successful and your return will be rewarding. This sentence alone changes the definition of success. Why? Because Ifa does not only ask, what did you acquire? Ifa asks, how did the journey go? Did you fulfill what you came to fulfill? Did you experience Ire connected to your destiny? Did you become who you came here to become? And when the journey is over, will the return be rewarding? The source of Ifa continues to say that people come with different destinies, different combinations: financial success, spouse, children, health, longevity, all these things. And these things may even manifest at different times in different moments in life. So success is not simply to get one thing. Success is, did the journey accomplish what the journey was supposed to accomplish? If your definition of success only works when you are alive, then your destiny, or excuse me, then your definition is too small for Olodumare. Because Otura Meji does not merely say you will get rich. It says, may your riches, or excuse me, may your going be successful and your returning be rewarding. That means Ifa is evaluating more than just your bank account. Ifa is evaluating your journey. What did you do in life? What did you become? What did you establish? Whose life became better because you lived? Did you fulfill the destiny that brought you here? Because one day, the house stays here, the car stays here, the money stays here, the title stays here. And the question becomes, was your journey successful? Let's look at Ogunda Meji. Ogunda Meji says, continue to do what you're doing. We shall see what you shall accomplish. This was Ifa's declarations to Elerere Ogogo, offspring of he who has the bag full of Ire, from Olodumare. When coming from Orun to Aye, he was advised to offer a bow. Now this verse and interpretation, this gives us a very clear idea of success. Elerere Ogogo was coming from heaven into this world. Before coming to Aye, he chose his destiny. And look what Ifa calls all Ire in success. Ifa calls all Ire a successful career, a wealth, a loving spouse, good children, several houses, good health, victory over adversity, longevity, happiness. And notice something. Money is on the list. So we're not preaching against money. This is not, money does not matter. Ifa recognizes prosperity. Ifa recognizes accomplishment and property, but Ifa refuses to take one Ire and pretend that it is all Ire. Elerere asked the Babalawo, will I succeed? Will I become great? Will I have someone who genuinely loves me? Will I have good children? Will I have good health? Will I have sound mental health? Will I own my own property? Will I live long? And the answer was yes. Eventually, the story says his life became so successful that other people would use his life as their reference point for success and accomplishment. That, everyone, that is a complete life. When we look at the Ifa scorecard, according to the stories we're studying, success involves more than one category. Success is Ajay. Can you prosper? Money. Isha. Accomplishment. Can you do meaningful work and accomplish something? Aya or Ko. Can you establish a healthy partner relationship and companionship with your husband or wife? Or more, can you establish children, descendants, students, legacy? Ile is another ire. Can you establish a stable home foundation? Alafia. Can you have peace? Ilera. Can you experience good health? Ishegun. Can you overcome adversity? Aiku. Do you have longevity? Can you live a long life, long enough to build what you want? Ayo. Can you actually experience joy? Money belongs on the scoreboard, but money is not the whole scoreboard. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty for wanting prosperity. Ifa's not teaching you to celebrate poverty. Money does matter. Housing does matter. Resources do matter. Accomplishment matters. But here is what we get confused. Aje is an ire. Aje is not ire bobo. You can have money and lose your health. You can have money and lose your family. You can have money and not have peace. You can have money and lose your character. You can have money and never fulfill your destiny. So the issue is not, do you have money? The question is, what else did it cost for you to get it? Did it cost your marriage? Did it cost your family? Did it cost your sound mind? If your bank account is full, but every other area of your life is bankrupt, Ifa asks us to reconsider what we're calling success. Let us look at Eretemeji. Ifa says, a big morsel of pounded yam may fill a calabash container to the brim, but a big issue cannot fill the stomach of an elder. This was Ifa's declarations for Ilemajeyi, who shall be blessed with all array of life. He was advised to Afrabo. So Ile Ma'ajeyi came to Aye having already chosen all ire. His destiny would include a good spouse, money, good children, good family, a comfortable environment, sound mind, good health. But Ifa literally says he possessed what it took to succeed in life. But then he goes to Ifa and asks about success. And what does the Babalao tell him to pray for? The Babalao does not tell him to pray for more money, not more houses, not greater fame. Three things: a trouble-free life, sound health, and longevity. Think about that, because what good is having everything if you cannot enjoy anything? Ilema Jehu was warned, don't be looking for unnecessary trouble. Don't get involved in BS. Don't abuse yourself physically. Don't destroy yourself psychologically. Don't overuse emotionality. Don't destroy your spirituality. And don't play hero when wisdom says preserve your life. He complied. He became a humble farmer. His harvest prospered. He got married, and they expanded together. They had children. They built property. They lived moderately. They maintained their health and continued, to consult Ifa periodically. That was the key to their long lives. And finally, Ifa says something really beautiful. They became a model in their community. When people are looking at you and they're like, man, they look good. Relationship goals, success, that is success. When people look at you and they're like, I want what they have, that is success. Some people are spending their health trying to become wealthy, and then spending their wealth trying to get their health back. Y'all run that back. Ifa asks a different question. Not only what did you get, but where were you still whole enough to enjoy it when it arrived? What good is a beautiful house if your mind cannot rest inside of it? What good is money if your body is collapsing? What good is influence if everybody, everybody who loves you is afraid of you? What good is accomplishing everything if you destroyed yourself accomplishing it? Success is not merely possessing erase. Success is being alive, healthy, peaceful, and whole enough to enjoy it. Let's look at Eros Meji. Ifa says Akareshe is Owiwi. Owiwi is Akareshe. These refers declarations to Oniwiri, the offspring of the early morning rainfall, which infuriates the rich. When he was weeping for his inability to secure all ire in life, he was advised to offer help. He complied. Now, wealth enters my home. Akereshe is Owini, and Owini is Akereshe. Spouse enters my home. Akereshe is Owini, and Owini is Akereshe. Children enter my home. Akereshe is Owini, and Owini is Akareshe. Longevity enters my home. Akareshe is Owini, and Owini is Akareshe. Olire enters my house. Akareshe is Owini, and Owini is Akareshe. When we look at this Odu, Oniwere was king. He had the title, the supreme title, but he did not have the life that was supposed to accompany the title. Ifa says he had no money, he didn't have a wife, he had no children, and he had very little authority, and he was in bad health. His own people laughed at him. His directives were ignored. This is important because you can have the title and still not have success. You can be the chief. You can be the doctor, the babalao. You can be the pastor, the CEO, the influencer. And Ifa can still ask, what does your actual life look like? Odni Were went for Ifa consultation. He asked, will I become prosperous? Will I become respectful? Will I have a family? Will I have a wife and children? And the babalao said yes. He struggled to gather the materials. He offered the abo, and eventually the chiefs returned. Neighboring villages began to pay tribute. Wealth came. He married. Children came. His palace was eventually restored and his health improved. He received a horse, which is a major symbol of mobility, of nobility, mobility, and prestige, and he lived a long life. Ifa says that when he died, he was content. Contentment. Like, when you think about contentment, I want everybody to type in the chat, I'm good. I'm good. Not merely rich, not merely respected, not merely powerful, but content. If you good, tell me you good, folks. When we think of this, one of the proofs of success is that eventually you can say, I have enough. What? Enough of what? Enough money to live. Enough wisdom to stop comparing myself to others. Enough peace to sleep. Enough maturity to enjoy your family. Enough gratitude to recognize what has already arrived. Don't go looking for something that you got at home. Because if every blessing only increases your hunger for another blessing, when do you actually become blessed? If every house creates a desire for a bigger house, if every dollar creates anxiety for another dollar, if every follower makes you desperate to have another 1,000, when does success become satisfaction? Odni Were died content. Some people are rich, but have never learned how to be content. When we look at this Ifa or Shelogbe, Ifa says the shoulders are branches of the neck. This was Ifa's declaration to Makanjula. Don't be in a hurry to achieve success. The true son of Agbaniregun, when coming from heaven to earth, he was advised to offer Ebo, and he complied. Ifa will never die in 20 years. Those who wish to be true children of Ifa, Ifa says that you need not be in a hurry to attain success. Ifa will never die in 30 months. Those who wish to be true children of Ifa, Ifa says you need not be in a hurry to accomplish anything in life. Makanjola, that name alone tells us it. When we think, don't be in a hurry to achieve success. Don't be in a rush to get it. Makanjola, when coming from heaven to earth, he went for Ifa consultation. He consulted Ifa and was told to offer a bow. He complied with the advice. And Ifa repeatedly teaches, don't hurry to attain that success. Don't rush to accomplish things in life. The explanation compares success to food and crops. Everything has its maturity time. If you harvest something before it matures, you won't get it. But you may not be able to enjoy it. When we think of that, look at the Odu Ereteolota. Ereteolota gives us another strong teaching. It says, we do not live in the same house, therefore the directions to our houses are not the same. What does that mean? Ifa says further in Ereteolota, the journey of our father is like that of an ant. What is Ifa saying? The disciple of Ifa must have enough patience to follow an ant, not to rush, not to hurry. That Ifa says success should arrive at the time when it can be enjoyed. Listen carefully. Ifa says we do not live at the same house. Therefore, the directions of our houses are not the same. So why are you panicking because somebody arrived before you arrived? They may not even be going where you're going. Different different destiny, different assignment, different road, different timing, different obstacles, different manifestations. You are comparing arrival times with somebody traveling to a different destination. That's a bar, y'all. You are comparing arrival times to someone who has a totally different destination. Success is not a race because destiny is not a group assignment. Some blessings arrive early. Some arrive at middle age. Some arrive later in life. Your responsibility is not to beat somebody else to their house. Your responsibility is to arrive at your own house, your own destiny. I need to ask you something. If Ifa defines success this way, how successful are you really? And perhaps even more importantly, where are you already successful that you have failed to acknowledge? You may not have the money that you want yet, nor the life or the health. You may not have the spouse or children who love you yet. But you may have somewhere to sleep. You may have survived something that should have destroyed you. You have wisdom that you didn't have 10 years ago. You have people whose lives are better because you exist. You have peace and you once prayed for that peace. You have a relationship that you once thought was impossible to have. You have land, you have a community, you have purpose, you have another morning, another day, and you're still calling yourself unsuccessful because somebody else has a bigger bank account. Who taught you that? Maybe you're not failing. Maybe you're just using the wrong ruler. You survived. You grew. You learned. You built. You raised children. You helped somebody. And you became wiser and corrected some mistakes. You still got life. You still have an opportunity. And yes, you still want more. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting more. But never let what you have not achieved make you blind to what destiny has already accomplished through you. Gratitude does not cancel ambition. You can be grateful for where you are, where you're still building, where you're going. The Ifa definition of success. So after all of these verses, what I want is I would define success as living in Ifa this way. Success is fulfilling the Ire and purpose connected to your destiny while maintaining enough life, health, character, peace, family, wisdom, and alignment to enjoy what you built and completing your journey to Aye in such a way that your going was successful and your return will be rewarding. When you return, can you answer the question that I made people happy when people should have been crying? I brought joy, I brought good into the world. When you think of this is bigger than money. It includes money. It's bigger than family, but it includes family. It's bigger than longevity, but it includes longevity. It's bigger than character, but without character, success becomes dangerous. That's bigger than accomplishment because success must eventually answer, what kind of life did you, what kind of life did all your accomplishments create? I want everybody to do a self-assessment. I want everybody to mentally grade themselves. Not against your neighbor, not against social media, against your own life. Am I protecting my life health? Am I healthy enough to enjoy what I'm building? Prosperity. Am I developing financial stability? Work. Am I accomplishing something meaningful? Family. Are my relationships becoming healthier? Children and legacy. What will remain because I existed? Peace. Can I enjoy my life? Character. Do I like who I am becoming? Destiny. Am I living closer to my Ori? And contentment. Can I appreciate what has already arrived? Don't ask, am I ahead? Ask, am I aligned? This week, I want you to do this. Take a piece of paper and at the top, I want you to write my Ifa success scorecard. And don't just start with what you're missing. Start by writing down what you already have. I'll give you a couple of things. You got life, health, children maybe, family maybe, spouse maybe, wisdom, home, work. You got peace, prosperity, you got community, and you got purpose. This is what you already got. Then I want you to ask which area of E-Ray requires my attention next. Not what does everybody else have, but what does my life require? Success is not becoming somebody else faster. Success is becoming yourself fully. It's not having everything everybody else has. Success is manifesting what belongs to your destiny. It's not rushing to somebody else's finish line. Success is walking your own road at the pace your Ori requires. It's not about money. Money does matter, but so does health. So does peace. So does family. So does character. So does longevity. And of course, contentment. And when your journey is finished, the ultimate question will not be, how much did you make? The question will be, was your journey successful, and will your return be rewarding? Before we leave, I want you to put in the comments, I will use my own scorecard. And then tell me which areas of success you are working on right now. Are you working on wealth? Are you working on your relationship? Are you working on your family? Are you working on peace? Are you working on character? Are you working on your purpose? Are you working on your legacy? I want you to share this sermon today with someone who thinks they're failing simply because their life does not look like somebody else's. Somebody needs permission to stop measuring their destiny against somebody else's timeline. So in closing, what does success look like? Success is bigger than money. Oturu Meji teaches us that your journey should be successful and your return will be rewarding. Ogunda Meji shows us a complete life is career, wealth, children, spouse, home, health, victory, happiness. Irete Meji reminds us that you must remain healthy and alive long enough to enjoy what you built. Erosu Meji shows us that true prosperity should eventually produce contentment. Oshelogbe says, don't be in a rush. Your destiny comes at its own time, and so does success. Stop using somebody else's scoreboard. Your success must fit your Ori. All right, I got some affirmations. So repeat after me. I will not measure my destiny by any other person's life. I honor the road chosen by my Ori. I welcome wealth without sacrificing my character. I welcome accomplishment without sacrificing my health. I welcome family, peace, longevity, wisdom, and prosperity. I will not rush what must mature. I will recognize the Ire already present in my life. I will build what is mine to build. I will become who I came here to become. May your journey be successful, and may your return be Ashe. Aboru, Aboye, Abo Shishe, Aboto. Thank you all so very much for tuning in today. Thank you for your energy. We thank you and we love you. We have a couple of announcements. So we've cast our Itadagun. Will be offering that Ebo within the next couple of days. The Odu is Owari Mechi. You can see the messages if you look up our Itadagun. So if you have any contributions for the Itadagun, please do so when you can. Right? Along with that, um, I would say November 9th to November 16th. Chief Shalagbade Popola, one of the greatest living Babalaos in the world right now. Chief Popola will be coming to our temple home in McDonough, Georgia. I'm looking for temple members and the community to help and assist with cleaning, with food preparation, logistics. We're doing a Tefa, we're doing Dafa, we're doing Ifa Talks. If any of you have access to locations in McDonough and or the metro Atlanta area that are available and you're interested in having Chief Popola come and speak during that time, give me a call at 323-244-1133, 323-244-1133. Also, if you have any donations, if you love what we're doing here, please donate. The Zelle is 323-244-1133. I want to thank Ia Barbara, for all of your donations and your love. May Olodumare please, please, please bless you. And I'm asking all of you to continue to pray for me and pray for our family and our loved ones as well. In closing, I want your Ori to lead you to what belongs to you. May Ajay dwell in your home. May health remain in your body. May peace dwell in your mind. And may love remain in your family. May wisdom govern your decisions. May your children and your work become a worthy legacy. And may you live long enough to enjoy the fruit of what you have planted. May you never confuse somebody else's timing with your destiny. And may you never become so hungry for tomorrow that you fail to recognize today's blessing. May you prosper without losing yourself. May you accomplish without destroying yourself. May you rise without forgetting your character. And when the journey on this earth is over, may your going be successful and may your life have been meaningful and your return be rewarded. Live wisely, build Ire, and leave a legacy. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Aboto. Thank you all very, very much. May Almighty God bless you. All right? And with that, I'm going to stay on a little bit longer on TikTok. So those of you who are interested, please, join us on TikTok. And we can respond to a couple of questions there. And, yeah. All right? May Olodumare support you and bless you. And those of you who will tap in on TikTok.